きてり込む手がぐらる閉じに身はやらせんでエネチキの酒この尻時のこれてモレジティの魂で明日の君きなけノクシェスはのエリだけ進め嘘ましめりもそれなり守りたい世界いやこうてて吠えてゆけ金がされも言わずつか燃える心は地もしょな近いコントロールすげて回るよな
Miyu, Whis, and Goku were the last to arrive, and also the ones who captured everyone's attention due to the Saiyan's presence. What is a mortal doing in the territory of the gods? Explain yourself, Miyu, demanded the god of destruction of Universe 11, Vermouth, while some gods began to whisper, and Champa just looked at his sister with anger. Miyu gave him a murderous look. You raise my clown tone again, and I'll stick that toy nose where the light doesn't hit you, she said, annoyed. What did you say, damn it? Dare? He shouted as he walked towards her. Stop, said Daishenkin in an authoritative tone that made Vermouth return to her place. Whis, can you give me an explanation about the mortal who is here? He asked politely. Miyu was about to respond, but Whis spoke first. Excuse our impertinence. The mortal Son Goku is my apprentice, so I brought him here to start learning about his possible role, said the angel, under the piercing gaze of his goddess of destruction. I see, then he can stay, the high priest finished, and then some doors opened, and everyone knelt down, including Goku thanks to Miyu's reflexes. 2 guards entered the gate, and behind them was the king of all, Zeno-sama, who went straight to sit on his throne. Daishenkin, you can start, can you? The king of all said kindly. This will be brief, said the high priest, making appear a sort of notebook. The level of the universes is getting worse and worse, according to the data from the last 1,000 years. Only universes 1, 7, 5, 8, and 12 have maintained or increased the development of the universe. The others have worsened even more. If this does not improve in the coming years, Zeno-sama might take action, he said seriously, making the gods of destruction tremble. The great Zeno-sama? And what decisions would he make? Asked the goddess of Universe 2, Jerez. Could I change the gods of destruction, right? Or erase the universes that have no progress? Replied Zeno-sama in his innocent tone. What? Exclaimed several gods of destruction. How pathetic. Now they get scared when they should be doing their job as gods? If I were in Zeno-sama's place, I would replace the destructive gods who aren't making progress, said Miyu seriously. Do you think you're superior to us? Exclaimed Vermouth with enormous anger. I should have killed you when I could. I got together with my father. Did you hear, sister? Champa exclaimed, full of anger. Miyu heard her brother and approached him and punched him and sent him flying and crashing into one of the walls. I don't have a brother. Several gods launched themselves to attack the goddess of destruction of Universe 7, who began to dodge all the blows that were going towards her. What? Can't I pass? Goku's scream was heard as he was with the guards. The gods of destruction were frozen at what the Saiyan had done, but they were even more frightened when Zeno-sama stood up and approached the Saiyan. Nice to meet you. My name is Son Goku, sir. I would like to ask you why those gods hate Miyu, the Saiyan said, while extending his arm to the King of All, who returned the greeting, and then Goku lifted him into the air while waving hello. "What is that fool doing?" shouted Champa while moving his ears with his hands. "Yes, how fun!" shouted Zeno-sama with enormous happiness. "Son Goku, you are fun. Do you want to be my friend?" asked the king of everything to the Saiyan. "Sure, but please don't be so formal. Just call me Goku," replied the Saiyan with his classic smile. "Goku? Okay, then you also give me a nickname, okay?" said Zeno-sama happily. "A nickname? I know. How about Zen-chan?" asked Goku to the king of everything. "What, Teat? How dare you call Zeno-sama that? I will destroy you immediately!" shouted the god of Universe 4, Quitella. Miu quickly stood behind Goku and glared at all the gods of destruction with hatred. "If you touch my Goku, I will kill you!" she exclaimed, filled with rage. Suddenly, the Saiyan was sent flying from a blow by Champa. "I see it is important to you. If I kill him, you will suffer," he said maliciously, before disappearing from Miu's sight. The angels looked at Daishenkin and Zeno-sama, wondering why they were allowing all this. But the king of all didn't know what to do, since the grand priest always told him what to do. It had always been that way, even though no one knew it. "Die!" shouted Champa, appearing in front of Goku and extending his hand. But before he could perform his technique, Miu appeared, full of rage, her veins even visible on her face. She grabbed her brother's arm, lifted it up, and with her other free hand, she extended it towards Champa and shouted, "Hakai!" obliterating him from existence. Vermouth couldn't take it anymore and lunged at Miu, but she had already lost her calm, and just like she did with her brother, said, "Hakai!" The gods were astonished by what Miu had done. They did not expect her to react that way. She might say some things, but they never thought she would follow through, since she was a very calm person and hard to anger. The angels Daishenkin and Zeno-sama were also amazed by the goddess of destruction of Universe 7. "EA, isn't she going to be punished for killing 2 destruction gods?" exclaimed the god of destruction of Universe 9, Sidra. Ignoring everyone, Miu took Goku in her arms. "Are you all right, my love?" she asked him lovingly. Yes, that blow hurt me a lot, but luckily I transformed second before he hit me. If I didn't, I would be dead. Hehe." They both went down to the platform. Miu lowered the Saiyan, and then she knelt in front of the king completely. "I apologize for what I did, but if you hurt my boyfriend, I will not forgive you," said the goddess without regretting what she did. Daishenkin cracked his fingers and revived the 2 eliminated gods, and then looked at Miu. "This is solved only one way." "Zen-chan, don't allow it! Miu is pregnant!" exclaimed Goku, surprising everyone. Pregnant?" whispered everyone at the scene. "It's a shame. You should have thought about it before," said Daishenkin, raising his arm towards Miu, but a hand stopped him. "I guess you just wanted to scare her." The voice of a woman was heard. Everyone looked at who had stopped Daishenkin's hand, which suddenly appeared in front of them. Look at all these little explorers, playing at being destructive gods," she said, mocking them, then walked past Miu, who felt someone caress her hair, and when she looked up, there she was, standing in front of Zeno-sama. "Mother," Miu whispered, with a huge shine in her eyes, on the verge of tears from emotion. "Zeno, what do you think your sister would do if she found out about all this? I'm disappointed in you, little one," said the woman while shaking her head, then looked at the Saiyan and gave him a small friendly tap on the shoulder. "Son Goku, the only person worthy of my daughter," he said with a huge smile, and then gave the Saiyan a quick hug. "You know me? And she is Miu's mother?" Goku asked, quite surprised. If I know you? Well, I just met you, but in another universe of space-time, you gave your life to finish off someone who threatened the universes of that reality," I comment, smiling. "Who are you?" asked timidly the god of destruction of Universe 5, Arak, as he emanated an aura and power that surpassed even that of the Great Priest. "Ah, right, I am Diana, Miu's mother, and the rest is confidential," she said while extending her hand to her daughter to help her up. "You are my mother too?" exclaimed Champa. "You lost the right to call me mother when you tried to kill me along with your deceased father." she said with a bit of anger that made the whole room tremble. "Mother!" shouted Miyu, full of emotion, and then hugged her with all her strength, while tears of happiness fell down her cheeks. Mother and daughter pulled away from the hug. "So, you're pregnant, my girl. I'm going to be a grandmother," she shouted, full of emotion. "You are interrupting an important meeting, Diana, and what are you doing here?" exclaimed Daishenkin seriously. "Ah, what meeting are you talking about? The one where you would kill my daughter out of resentment towards me? Remember that I didn't want this job. I just wanted to live a normal life with my daughter," she said seriously to the priest. "I think we are unnecessary here," said in a low voice Rumush, the god of destruction of 10. "That's right, you may leave, and remember to improve the level of your universes," Diana told them, then turned to look at Daishenkin. "No, you stay here. I am the one who gives the orders," Daishenkin said in an authoritative tone. "Respect your position. Remember that around here I rule even above Xeno-sama. Do you forget that with so many gods they are in charge of a quarter of the multiverse? We are 5 and we are in charge of the rest," Diana said in a mocking tone. "A quarter part?" exclaimed the destructive gods, surprising even Goku and Miyu. "Madam Diana, excuse Daishenkin's attitude. I will discipline you as necessary, if..." Xeno-sama said to the leader of the royal guard. "It will not be necessary. It is enough for him to know who is in charge. He always took advantage of his position to punish everyone, but now things are the other way," Diana replied, smiling at the king completely. "I already got lost, so the meeting is over?" Goku asked while scratching the back of his head. "That's why. Tomorrow I have to get up early to train, and I don't have time for this stupid meeting where they only try to make me angry," he said to his mother. "With all due respect, Miyu, don't put us all in the same bag. I respect you as you respect me," said the god of destruction of the Universe 1, Iwen. Arak, Laqueer, Geen, gods of universes 5, 8, and 12, reproached Miyu for the same. "I know, guys, but it's the others. Whenever I come, the same and the same. It all..."
"I'm tired of it," he said with a tone of annoyance. Goku approached her and hugged her from behind. He knew how she felt since she told him everything. "Xeno-sama," Diana called, gaining everyone's attention. "One more incident between any of the destroyer gods and they will be dismantled along with Daishinkin that apparently has changed because of the hatred he feels for me. That is my verdict, and I will notify Mirai-sama," Diana said seriously. "Okay, if. I will also intervene more often if," he replied to the leader of the royal guard. "Well, destroyer gods can withdraw. It's an order," Diana said in an authoritative tone while looking at Miyu and Goku, to whom she nodded as a sign that they would see each other again. Then all the gods and angels went back to her universe. "Which is what you really want, Diana? Explain yourself!" exclaimed the high priest furiously. "What I want is for you to be fair. You take advantage of Xeno-sama because he is still a child. But what will you do when he grows up? Or better yet, what will you do if I notify everything that happens here? What do you think Mirai-sama will do?" I asked him seriously. "Tsk, he's not ready yet. He's just a child that you and Mirai-sama found." "Think about it, Daishinkin. I'll forgive you this time, but if something happens to Miyu, my grandchildren, or son Goku, you will meet me angry, and believe me, you will not like it," she said with an emotionless face before turning around. "Tsk, good, but I don't know what to tell Mirai-sama, please," he shouted to Diana, who had gone to say goodbye to Xeno-sama. "You don't need to tell me. I keep my words. By the way, why don't they organize a martial arts tournament for the future? They might see something interesting, Fufu," he said before leaving. "A martial arts tournament?" Xeno-sama and Daishinkin said to each other. Yadrat, Universe 7. The three of them arrived at Pirala's house, and immediately Whis went to Mew's planet. "Your mother is amazing," Goku told her as he sat on the bed and took off his boots. "Oh, really? I hope you haven't fallen for her, eh?" he said with a hint of jealousy in his tone. "I was just saying that she radiated a power that made me tremble with fear," the Saiyan said as he laid down. Well, it happened to me too, darling. Forgive me for everything that happened back there," Mew said as she took off her dress and lay down, resting her head on the Saiyan's chest. Don't apologize, Mew. Even so, you defended me. Someday I'll do the same, you know, he replied with a slight smile. I'm sure you do, she said before giving him a quick kiss. Do you want a nighttime training session? She asked the Saiyan as a blush spread across her cheeks. Yes, I do. I want to train a lot, the Saiyan replied excitedly, beginning to kiss her passionately. 1 year later, somewhere in the solar system, on a ship. Which planet did you say was a child? Someone had asked. Planet Earth. And hurry up, I can't wait to start my revenge, ha ha ha.